Hey, what's something that's not actually Christian, but Americans think it is? Oh, that's easy. America. Anything else? Sucks to be an electric car owner in Texas right now. You know what? I'm just gonna wait for people to learn that gas pumps require electricity to pump gas. But no, they don't. Uses suction and centrifugal force. I operate at gas pumps. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't want electric cars to win. The minute electric cars win, I start losing. So any victory I can take is a good day.
You don't think universal health care qualifies as a charity handout? It's people financing other people's problems.
Hey, Trent, if your house catches on fire, I don't want my taxes to go towards financing your problems with my charitable handouts. Be a man and call around to get some quotes on quality firefighting services, you lazy boy. You're a lazy boy, wanting to spend my tax dollars on your burned down house. You know, when I was your age, I was sleeping in a tent, Trent. Get a Trent tent for crying out loud. Who will be the next star of #The Bachelor? Our ranking. I have a sneaking suspicion that the next Bachelor will be a dark-haired, square-headed white man with stubble and a moron-top haircut that inexplicably costs $85. Meet Graydon, Braden, Traden, and Okaden. All four of these guys look like they do some sort of community service just to look good. I put on a mask, and literally within seconds, I am struggling to breathe. The surgeon who wore a mask for 6 hours to reconstruct my knee thinks maybe you're lying, and also a drama queen. Bill Mitchell. More like Bill Bitchell. Keep bitching all the time. Wonder if I'll ever meet anyone whose experience of COVID was worse than the flu. My oxygen saturation level was 58. If my wife hadn't taken me to A&E, I would have died within hours. I had blood clots in my lungs and bleeds or clots in my brain. Lost sight in eye, hearing in ear, feeling in toes. Flu? I haven't met you. Oh, yeah. You know, I was due some good luck at some point this year. I think that was it. Imagine that being your only defense is, well, I haven't met you, so... Symptom schmimptom. Oh, I heard about this. This is actually kind of a neat story. Jonah Hill slips into his black wetsuit for surf day in Malibu before showing off his tattoos while going shirtless to tell himself off. Then Jonah Hill responds, I don't think I ever took my shirt off in a pool until I was in my mid-30s, even in front of family and friends. Probably would have happened sooner if my childhood insecurities weren't exacerbated by years of public mockery about my body by press and interviewers. So the idea that the media tries to play me by stalking me while surfing and printing photos like this and it can't faze me anymore is dope. I'm 37 and finally love and accept myself. This isn't a good for me post, and it's definitely not a feel bad for me post. It's for the kids who don't take their shirt off at the pool. Have fun. You're wonderful and awesome and perfect. Let's go, Jonah Hill. I am very happy for him. He's finally accepting of himself, which is great. That being said, his form on the surfboard looks terrible. Islam is a lie. I'm an ex-Muslim. Jesus is the only way. Damn, what sect were you part of? Nahar or Pulau? I think my family's Pulau. I don't even know if I said that right. Bro, those are food dishes. Well, I guess I'm a whole 3-course meal, bud. I like that we don't get context for this above message, just, it is true, yes. Hey, Walmart, what is your reasoning in areas of low COVID rates? And what if medically someone cannot wear one? You do understand the invasion of constitutional rights that you're doing? Sabrina, the majority of our stores are in areas struggling with COVID. If you cannot wear a mask, you can still shop on our website. We have other rules that may invade your constitutional rights, like the rule against licking fruit and putting it back. Walmart, was the rude comment needed? Well, Stacy, similar to a mask when you shop at our stores, the rude comment is needed, yes. I like the one angry emoji at Walmart, just, how dare this brand talk back to me. Just had a large group over to lunch and we hugged and ate and talked and put the world to rights. It was lovely. You'll never take that away from people. Stay out, protect your rights. If the NHS can't cope, then the NHS isn't fit for purpose. Compliance is violence. What? Huh? Just hold a person's hand as they died alone, without their family or loved ones by their side. Glad you enjoyed your meal, you insensitive I don't know. I don't like it. I see some people getting pissed about the mask stuff. Here's the thing. Shut up. I don't even think this is a political topic. This is just like basic empathy for others. Give $600 to a poor person and it's gone in a week. Give $600 to a rich person and it's multiplied by 10 times in a few years or less. Here, actually, let me fix that for you. Give $600 to someone with no money, and they have no choice but to use it to survive. Or give $600 to someone whose needs are already fully met, and they can sit on it all they want. Oh, for goodness sake, are we really this dense? Our brains filled with lead? You got a lead head? You got a lead brain? Stick to lifting and making movies. Snowflake is a title you do not want. Oh, Arnie clocks in. I never mind picking up new titles. Mr. Universe, Mr. Olympia, Terminator, Governor. If you want to call me a snowflake, that's fine. It would have been a fantastic Mr. Freeze line. Oh. But let me give you some advice. If you're going to call someone a snowflake because they believe in a different policy than you might want to look in the mirror. When you see an idea you disagree with, you can get angry or you can learn. I'd recommend you research and learn and grow. You can still disagree. That's the best part about being American, but at least you can disagree with evidence and analysis. We can all be better if we don't simply react. Pause, reflect, learn, and then decide if you still want to call someone a snowflake. Good luck with everything. He said, yeah, what about it? I was in Batman. Who are you? It's go time. You want the roast? Then let's go. Hashtag National Roast Day. All right, what you got? Oh, Hooters. We have uniforms that our employees can wear in the winter. Well, I mean, Hooters can wear theirs too. It's just gonna be, you know, cold. Parents of Reddit, why don't you close the door when you're leaving our rooms? Well, that's because saying, son, your room stinks of the month-old cum socks that are clearly stuffed down the side of the bed and need to let some fresh air in here, because I'm genuinely worried at this point that breathing the air that is currently in here technically counts as me swallowing your money shot. And that's just going to embarrass us both.
When your state mandates wearing a mask in public, dress up like William Wallace, defy tyrants.
Meanwhile, in actual Scotland, we're wearing masks on public transport and in the shops. You know what else we're doing? Counting deaths in single digits. Most days that digit's 0. As a born and bred Scotsman, I'm looking forward to your life expectancy being similar to that of 13th century Scotland.
As a white Christian conservative male, I support the school's gender-based dress code. Females should be chaste and not show off their bodies, leading upstanding young men to temptation.
You know what? Ban straight guys from driving. If they can't focus in school if girls show shoulders, how can they focus when driving by billboards with women on them or passing women on the sidewalk jogging tank tops and shorts? Giving them control of automobiles is a public safety hazard, for crying out loud. You know what? He's got a point. If that's the hill you want to die on, white Christian conservative male. I think that's a fantastic counterpoint you need to address. I've just lost someone I cared about to COVID-19. I don't want your sorrow from my loss. I want you to wear a mask. So sorry for your loss, though the actual figure is about 1 in 3,000 die. If that one happens to be a loved one, statistics don't mean much. People here have had enough, would rather die than live like this. Oh, you mean you'd rather kill than live like this? Okay, so let me get this straight. Wearing a piece of cloth over the front of your face is more bothersome to you than killing. All right.
BLM is now canceling families. I found out some of my fam had a get-together last night. I wasn't invited. Haven't seen them in months. Apparently some of my cousins have been very offended with me saying all lives matter and dropping facts about BLM, so they didn't want me there. Sad.
Oh, that's a strange way of saying my family won't hang out with me because I'm racist. Glad I could identify that. Do millennials even eat food? Contradictory studies claim they're shopping for fewer groceries, but also dining out less. Hey, how about you pay us? Maybe that'll help with our food intake. Oh no, just a thought. CSPD is hoping for a peaceful night, but we are now being told that protesters are now donning gas masks. Oh damn, that's a real pickle. What a mystery. Why would civilians wear gas masks? I mean, it's not like the police would use weaponry that's illegal in every active war zone on civilians. That would be ridiculous. Hope you guys figure it out. Vacationers rescued after spelling help with leaves. Oh my god, this is a final boss post.
They must be from a generation that learned how to spell the old-fashioned way without the assistance of autocorrect, instead of those who only know how to type or type.
Oh, I'm so sorry your generation finds it so difficult to spell help. Do you want an award for knowing how to spell help without autocorrect, or that you can write it in cursive? Kids these days can hack into secure networks and build websites by the time you knew how to spell help correctly. It's not like our generation doesn't learn how to spell. You might not know, but we still have to handwrite our tests. What do you think millennial children do at school? Learn the basics of autocorrect? We're still taught all the subjects just as you were. We still had to learn cursive and would continue writing in it if nearly every teacher didn't accept work written in cursive. I don't understand how people slam on this generation for using too much technology when a 52-year-old man was behind the iPhone. And then every parent around the nation bought it for their 10-year-old kids. The most hilarious thing about this comment is that it's actually proven that every generation gets significantly more intelligent than the last, as it should be. If you're bitter that your kids have it better than you, I honestly feel sorry for them, because that's failing at the most basic definition of good parenting.
Hey, Barbara, some kids were stranded on an island. They were resourceful enough to signal for help, but I bet they're entitled little pricks. Watch this. I'm gonna be a huge asshole on the internet.
By the way, you spelled fashion wrong.
I got a fan offer for that one. Whew, my man.
Dude. It's called Murdered by Words, not Massacre. My man put down a lecture. Population of Britain, 65 million. Population of America, 330 million. That's 5 times as much. Video game revenue is 5 million in the UK. Video game revenue in America, 25 billion. Another 5 times as much. Now let's get to the real stats. Gun homicides in the UK is 31 as of 2017. In America, it is 469 times as much with 14,542. So stop blaming the video games, you absolute morons. Let me play my Doom in peace. I got a puppy and it's clingy. It follows me to the kitchen and everywhere. I'm starting to lose interest in the dog. So why is my puppy so clingy? Well, dogs are social animals, and if he or she was raised by a mother dog and had siblings, he or she would be used to a social environment and enjoy that. If you don't have interest in having a companion, I would suggest you find the puppy a home with someone who actually wants that kind of relationship, and maybe get something that doesn't need attention back from you, like a tablet or gaming console. Doofus. My neighborhood in Manhattan is eviscerated and looks like a war zone. De Blasio and Cuomo are an utter disgrace. This is not America. Our leaders have abandoned us and continue to let great American cities burn to the ground and be destroyed. I never could have fathomed this. Before I read the response, you live in New York City. You live in Manhattan. Every place looks like a war zone. That's not the fault of any politician. That is just Manhattan. Alright, but Megan, we live in the same building and I just walked outside. It's fine. When I asked Quentin how he wants us to play 2 aging movie guys who are on their way out, he said, just be yourselves. So, thanks, Q. Sure. With his handmade keychains that go for $5 each, this 8-year-old boy raised $4,015 to erase the lunch debt of his students from his school and 6 others. Damn. So if he sold like 800 keychains. That's crazy. Here, I fixed your title. 8-year-old does months of manual labor so his friends who are children can afford to eat without going into debt. Fixed it for you. You're welcome. Oh no. I've seen this tweet before. This is a monstrous tweet. I can't believe Taylor Swift's about to turn 30. She still looks so young. It's strange to think that 90% of her eggs are already gone. 97% by the time she turns 40. So, I hope she thinks about having kids before it's too late. She'd be a fun mom. Jesus, man. I hope she buys a house near an elementary school so you can't get within 5 blocks of her. Good Lord, Stefan. Worked my ass off at Amazon with a hot and sweaty mask, risking my life while unemployment got $600 sitting on their ass. Make it make sense. Oh, easy. You're being underpaid by the richest man on the planet and being told the problem is someone out of work getting a couple $100 so they don't literally die. That's what's happening. Neither of you are at fault. It's, it's what it is. People who leave their phones at the military time are freaking war criminals. How do you look at 1605 and go, wow, I can understand that? Bootlickers, what's next? You gonna go join the army? Recruit me?
Americans be like, okay, I can't count past 12 actually.
Who are these guys? Wrong answers only. Oh, that's easy. Comedians.
Took Blank in for his 5-year checkup today, and when the nurse came in to give him a vaccine booster, I told her why I decided to decline it and explained that it was my right to do so. She actually thanked me for taking a stand and told me how much it pains her to have to give vaccines to uninformed families who don't know they have a right to decline. Felt so good, and when I explained it to Blank on the way home, he thanked me for watching out for him and keeping him safe and healthy.
Do you forget we're friends on here? Believe it or not, it's completely legal for me to publicly state that I absolutely did not say, oh wait, yo, wait, what? The nurse replied, oh did you forget we're friends on here? LOL. Believe it or not, it's completely legal for me to publicly state that I absolutely did not say that. And for the record, neither did you. It's also not a HIPAA violation for me to say that I gave your son a shiny sticker at the end of the appointment for being brave. So people who read this post can take what they will from that.
The boy got the vaccine. The nurse was friends with her on Facebook. Oh no.
Bernie Sanders should be forced to give away 90% of his birthday cake. Hashtag happy birthday, Bernie.
Yo, actually, this is how birthday cakes work when you have friends. You share it and then you all get a piece. It's called... Alright, this guy doesn't know how birthday cakes work. Marry a guy who will email you when you block him. What? Fellas, marry a woman that doesn't play these kinds of games. Why would you want me to email you if you blocked me? Doesn't that mean there's no... My brain's small. You can't... I'm not playing a game of cat and mouse. My wife is a nurse and we live in a red state. She feels that wearing a mask significantly reduces the spread of the virus. I went to Sam's Club tonight with a face covering and was able to buy everything on my list. Weird how little it impacted my ability to shop. I'm a nurse and I disagree, so not all nurses and doctors share that opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you have a medical license. Divine intervention, DNA healing, crystal healing, life coaching, light language, sacred geometry, hashtag energy? Yeah. Oh man. Starts cracking my knuckles and my neck and my back, but not my As a woman who's given birth to children, yeah, I think it's pretty simple. Sex has consequences people these days bend over backwards refusing to accept. They've traded instant gratification for things of real meaning, and they want to be sanctimonious about it. If you're against abortions because sex has consequences, how come you didn't refuse treatment for the lung cancer you got from smoking 2 packs a day? Smoking has consequences. Damn. Being stupid on Twitter has consequences too, it looks like. That lady got roasted, toasted, and something else too, but it's not coming to my brain. This is your annual reminder that not everyone celebrates Christmas. The default to Merry Christmas as a normal greeting is also white supremacy culture at work. Huh? If someone celebrates, by all means, but so many people don't. Not sure if Merry Christmas is a white supremacy. I think it's more of a capitalism thing now, isn't it? After you know, big Coca-Cola took over. Huh. Merry Christmas from Indonesia, where there's no white person in radius 3 kilometers from my house, and Christian is a minority. But hey, white supremacy, right? Rory literally ran after this guy and asked for a photo because of his t-shirt. The kid didn't know we were crying with laughter at him. Did it ever occur to you that a dude in his 20s at an anime convention chasing after a 13-year-old wearing a meme shirt to take a picture with him and make fun of him is exponentially more pathetic than a 13-year-old wearing a meme shirt? The funniest thing is, now this is taken from Tumblr, obviously, and I'm assuming it's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, it looks like. People would unironically wear this now in their 20s. It's gone full circle. Kendall Jenner ate grilled cheese, fries, crepes, and more before hitting the Met Gala red carpet. Now that's not brave. Oh, access online about to access these hands. I hate that headline so much. I live in Syria, and this story gave me strength to carry on. Thank you for sharing her brave story, for eating carbs, for going to a fashion show. I challenge any game maker to come up with a game that rewards kids to be empathetic to situations involving other players and game characters, and rewards them for kind gestures and behaviors, and also positively reinforces kindness, politeness, and constructively can problem solve. What game does that? Say it with me. 3, 2, 1. Undertale does that. Also Journey, Stardew Valley, the entire Fallout series, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, the vast majority of role-playing games made by BioWare. Would you like recommendations? I can keep going, Penny. We can find one to suit your taste, I'm sure. But they all cause violence, right? I'm all about VAP, violence against pennies. You want socialized medicine? Tell me again about how good Canadian healthcare is. Tell me about the wait times for serious medical procedures. Did you guys learn anything from the complete failure of Obamacare? Well, my husband needed brain surgery. World-class neurosurgeons removed a wedge of his skull, used lasers to remove scar tissue on his temporal lobe, and then put his skull back together. My biggest expenses were parking and snacks for stress eating. So yeah, I think it works.
You can get socialized with these hands. Hashtag millennials are causing a baby bust. They aren't having enough kids to keep the US population at the replacement level. And that's because rent is $1,500 a month and jobs are paying $12 an hour. And you know what? Good. Let's just start decreasing. Forget the replacement level. Replace these nuts. Sorry, that was uncalled for to say replace these nuts. I did mean it, but I didn't. I shouldn't have. Masks literally block your mouth and nose from oxygen. To claim otherwise is to continue cognitive dissonance and refrain from common sense. A dummy, an idiot, a moron. COVID-19 particles are 0.125 microns. O2 is 0.0005 microns. If you're mathematically challenged, COVID-19 is 250 times larger than oxygen. Using big words like cognitive dissonance doesn't actually make you smarter. Get goofed on, you dumb moron. Wear a mask, but the right way, not under your chin like it's a chin guard. I'm gonna start carrying nasal sprays. You see some like dude with a mask just pulled so his nose is out from under it. He walks down an aisle past you, but you still hear him. Then you just hear me walk up, just and runs away. That's my form of terrorism. Bet you'll wear your mask right now that the nasal spray bandit's here. What if instead of a vaccine, we were just able to get exposed to a weak version of the virus that enabled us to build the antibodies we need to fight the real thing? Y'all ever get high blood pressure from a Twitter post? What if, and hear me out here, instead of alphabets, we used lines to create characters that, when assembled, could be formed into words? You dumb, idiot, stupid, dumb. That's the words I form my lines that I created characters with. God. Masks don't work to prevent the spread of viruses. They increase the chances of illness. They lower oxygen intake and increase carbon dioxide levels. This is about control, not your health and well-being. There is no pandemic. Hashtag burn the masks. You're literally assigned a number by the government. You pay taxes, register your property and address. The government knows just about everything there is to know about you. You honestly think they're controlling you by telling you not to spit on other people? Bless you. Just take your pants off when you go to Walmart if you don't want to wear cloth. How about that? Just go in pantsless, or is that too indecent for you? Is that where you draw the line? Should I tell my 17-year-old daughter I don't want to see her anymore once she turns 18? I have no legal responsibility for her once she turned 18 or 21. 19 and 20, there's still a gray area there. Yeah, actually, tell her absolutely as soon as possible. That way she can quickly see how absolutely toxic you are and what a blessing it will turn to be for her. As you'll grow old, sick, and lonely, she'll thrive, she'll grow, she'll heal, she'll succeed and find peace, and she'll live a life of love and joy. As you'll find darkness and despair, and you'll know absolutely that you earned every bit of it. 1.5k upvotes. And I earned every bit of them. Millennial dads have pathetic DIY skills compared to baby boomers. Oh yeah? Baby boomers have pathetic blacksmithing skills compared to 9th century Saxons. How about that? And I'll go further. 9th century Saxons have terrible saber-toothed tiger hunting skills compared to cavemen. Figured I should let you guys know. Someone's gonna be like, actually, Damien, saber-toothed tigers weren't in the same time period as cavemen, so cavemen also don't have that skill. If God has a plan for everyone, and a fetus is a person, can't abortion just be the plan? No, because that would mean that God planned to murder. He wouldn't do that. No, he wouldn't. Except that one time where he planned the murder of 42 children by summoning 2 bears to maul them to death to make fun of a bald man's head in the Bible. That's in 2 Kings 2:24. Do you read the Bible or just pretend it says whatever you like? I would love if that's how they lived. Like, go into a store, the Bible says I get a buy one, get one discount. That's Walmart 215. I graduated from college 8 years ago today. I was 28. I refused to go into debt for college, so I joined the military. I kept my grades up and they took care of me. Hashtag cancel student debt is a slap in the face to many like me. Imagine thinking I had to enter into a situation where I potentially would have died or maybe would have had to kill others so that I wouldn't go into crippling debt just for an education is a good argument to maintain that system. Oh, it's Stefan again. Oh no, it's a Stefan Molyneux tweet. Ladies, you can't be drafted. Sit down, wars. Oh, Stefan, it's a bad take. A lot of them have told me to sit down and shut up. Now those men call me Colonel. Get your ass f***ing toasted, Stefan. Stefan makes totally outrageous nuclear hot take tweets and then just gets smacked. I think he enjoys it. No man can make so many bad takes and then not enjoy it just a little bit when it's smacked back in his face. Today in one of our med classes, we talked about LGBT patients and the professor isn't taking anyone's shit. What if we don't feel comfortable treating someone following that lifestyle? Oh, easy. Find a different career. As a good professor. That's a 5-star rating. Millennials want jobs and education, not marriage and kids. Alternate headline, y'all messed up the economy so badly that we can't focus on marriage and kids because we're struggling to afford to live. Put that in your Time magazine. I used a gender-neutral bathroom today, and 2 men came in while I was washing my hands. Man 1 didn't care and used the bathroom in front of me. Man 2 waited outside the bathroom till I left after seeing me inside. I thanked Man 2 for respecting my privacy. You felt so violated for you. Don't use a gender-neutral bathroom then, dummy. If I had to take a pee-pee, I'm not waiting for you to finish washing your hands because you're insecure about washing your hands in front of other people. Man 1 treated you as an equal in gender-neutral bathroom. Man 2 treated you like a woman. I don't know which one you want as treatment, but I know both treated you with respect and neither violated you. Florida abortion bill would require a judge to rule if teens mature enough to terminate pregnancy. Oh, that woman's immature. Let's give her a kid. That'll teach her. If you want to find who rules the world, look at who you can't insult. Children with Down syndrome. If you insult a kid with Down syndrome, everyone will hate you. That confirms that they rule the world. Thank you for exposing this conspiracy. If that psychopath had driven a truck into that crowd and killed 100 people, would we be talking about truck control? Oh, can you imagine that? Registering trucks? Requiring insurance for injury they caused? Licensing and testing drivers? Oh, it'd be mad. Oh, wait, we actually do that. Disabled parking should only be valid during business hours 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. I cannot see any reason why people with genuine disabilities will be out beyond these times. We're disabled, Daniel. We're not werewolves. And that's a nice try censoring their name. Jennifer just name dropped them right after that. When the Daily Wire called Patton Oswalt a supposed comedian, Oswalt responded with, guys, if you're gonna write an article about me being a failed comedian, maybe don't use a pic of me holding up the Emmy I won for doing comedy. Yeah, no, I think that does... That does contradict the article. North Texas family shaken after 18 relatives test positive for COVID-19 following surprise birthday party. 3 are now hospitalized. A North Texas family shaken after thing that everyone told them was going to happen did in fact happen. But they didn't want to believe it because it's propaganda. Masks don't protect. There's nothing. COVID's not real. No way I can do this. But someone should count the number of times Obama uses the term I in his ridiculous 700-page book. We might have here the greatest egoist of all time, at least outside of lunatic asylums. Damn, what kind of monster writes their memoir in the first person? Lock him up, throw away the key. Heart disease and stroke killing nearly 4 times annually than COVID and is more preventable. CNN devoted 0% of their airtime to holding Obama accountable for the 5 million deaths on his watch. The CDC says over half were preventable. Oh no, see, the thing is you can't asymptomatically give people strokes by breathing near them, Brad. That's the difference. When your fake ID works. Oh, that's because you look 34. Carding you would be an insult with how you look. I'm late to the NYPD press conference because I couldn't find a non-Muslim cab or Uber or Lyft driver for over 30 minutes. This is insanity. Imagine telling your boss, sorry, I'm 30 minutes late for work because of how racist I am. Couldn't be me. Can we all admit that the pandemic is over now? Like, at least give us that as you peddle the rest of this nonsense. Okay, well, here's a couple of facts for you. Yesterday, the US broke 100,000 daily cases for the first time ever. 107,872. That's up more than 50% from 2 weeks ago. 1,600 people died in one day. More Americans died of COVID this week than were killed on 9/11, which raises the question, Dave, what the hell's wrong with you? You can answer in a quote tweet if you like, if that gets you impressions, but I just want to know. The cities in the background are approximately 16 miles apart. Where's the curve? Please explain this. Well, with a circumference of 24,901 miles, you are looking at a curvature of around 0.2 degrees, or a little more than 10 feet at 16 miles away. May I say, that curvature is still significantly higher than your IQ, B.O.B. Should have stuck to, shooting stars, airplanes in the night sky, or whatever else you were singing about. If a dog is born in a barn, it doesn't make it a horse. Just because you were born in Britain doesn't mean you belong here. What? I can't even pronounce this guy's Twitter name. He doesn't get an opinion. But hey, you're right. You know what? A brown horse, born in a stable full of white horses, is still a fucking horse, you racist. You know, you can just censor my words there, because I'm not even going to censor myself. I agree with what Tez is saying. That's the Huntress from Dead by Daylight. I did a cosplay as her a couple months back. That's a decent cosplay. Good job. You dressed up? Cosplay isn't a real word, you nerd. I mean, it is, but whatever. Anything to be a dick, right? No, it's all right. He's in the Navy. It's like cosplaying someone in the real military. In the Navy, we kiss on the mouth. I'm gonna get people mad at me. Get people really pissed at me. We don't do that. We kiss on the cheek. Stop picking on British people, a threat on reasons. Are you not the reason like 50 countries have an Independence Day or what? Ratings and reviews, it's fun, but not accurate. You know, it's fun. It would have been great if they got it right, but I already know my personality type and it came out completely wrong. No matter how many times I retook the picture / redid the test, maybe for some good laughs, and it told me you're a glass half full type person, even when there was no water in the glass. When I'm literally the most pessimistic individual on the planet. Nice app, but only for fun. So, you've installed an app that got everything about you wrong, but you approach it with a positive attitude, had some laughs, and used it as an excuse to brag about being the most pessimistic individual on the planet, and you're telling us you're not a glass half full type of person? Seriously? That's what you're trying to do? Can the $400 be reduced? It's just a couple of hours. Sadly, no. I have 35 years of experience as a photographer, a degree in visual communication, and $16,000 in equipment. So the number of hours of shooting is not really the pertinent point. As well as the shooting time, I have to post-process the images to finish them up, and that usually takes at least the same number of hours as the shoot itself. I could knock $50 off, but at this point I would have to move a booked client. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna say no to the shoot. I have another client, and it seems like I'm perhaps out of your price range. You might check a local college and see if you can find a student who would work for you for less, but the quality of the work would reflect the experience of the hired person. I'm sorry it didn't work out, and good luck finding someone, Phil. That was a very respectful word murdering. That was very nice.
If you're an adult whose rent is less than $4,000 a month, you're still a child.
Imagine being an adult and paying $4K rent and not a mortgage. Why? Why do that? And that's not to mention bills, groceries, less than $4K. Get out of here.
As a butcher, when I saw this, I smiled.
Mayo helps keep in moisture and makes things nice and juicy.
You know, cutting your own chicken breast doesn't make you a butcher, as well as beating your own meat doesn't make you Rocky.
Oh, come on, man, why?
Why are there no photos of nighttime on the surface of Mars captured by the rover?
Well, there's actually one. Here you go.
Facebook is a perfect example of socialism. You get it for free, you have no say in how it works, the guy who runs it's rich, you have no privacy, and if you say one thing they don't like, they shut you up.
Yeah, literally everything mentioned in this post is happening now and is overseen by capitalism. All I'm saying is no system is perfect, you know what I mean? So, make your Facebook post. We are not all equal. I worked very hard my entire life to get what I have. Most of the people I know have too. I deserve where I am in life. I will not give up what I've earned so that someone who has not can feel equal, nor will I assume their debt. I have had to pay my debt. I insist everyone else be held to the same standard. Yeah, but hey Dad, aren't you in child support debt? I would know, I'm your child.
Hey, recommendations for good headphones. I'm looking for good on-ear headphones within the price range of $2,000 to $3,000, preferably wireless.
There's no need to buy headphones. You can listen to the sounds of birds and nature to feel the bliss of life without wearing any artificial devices on your ear created by man.
There's no need to be online.
You can go
Walkie slash
yourself to the sounds of birds and nature to feel bliss of life without using any artificial devices.
Walkie slash
Posts. Dude, imagine when Tesla cars are integrated with Hyperloop tech. That's gonna be mind-blowing. Imagine driving out of your parking spot in LA and being in New York 2 hours later parking your car. Dude, you live in a country that can't keep bridges from collapsing or highways from having potholes. But yeah, sure, it will definitely maintain a magical tube with a hard vacuum spanning a continent so you can drive your Elon car at 2 times the speed of sound through Des Moines.
Good. Fat Thor pretty much ruined Endgame for me.
Oh wow, the fact that a main character got grief-stricken with the death of his brother, friends, and people ruined a movie for you? If you tried porn, they don't have real character development or decent plots to ruin it for you. Give you the shout.
Wait, the guy at the bottom. 911? I just witnessed a murder.
I like that guy. You ever thought about getting us back together? Well, you ever took
Walkie slash
thought about putting it back in your own ass?
No, maybe sometimes.
I was in a young offenders institution and got called posh because I pronounced the number 3 as 3 and not free. I also turned a lot of people against me by saying only
Walkie slash
it says free instead of 3. It still annoys me, but I've long since realized a lot of people struggle to pronounce it correctly.
Walkie slash
Well, when you got out, did you enjoy your freedom?
Yeah, I had a threesome with your mom. All right, well, now you're going back in for murder. Going back in for murder. He killed him dead.
Truly appalled.
Picked up my new passport today. My old one expires in the next couple of months. See below and spot the difference. Well, good to know that I need to renew and can't wait to get that cancerous title off my passport. Sorry, buddy. Afraid your name still needs to be on there.
Oh.
Got him good. This is the wrapping the present is made. I have a very bad feeling about this. I'm amazed this toad hasn't politicized this somehow. Amazed he isn't even tweeting something that isn't political. I'm amazed how the absence of your triggers still trigger you. It's because he mentioned them. The sheer mention sent them down a spiral. You know, I'm glad they found the time to pose for photos. Only posing I see going on is you posing as a complete
Walkie slash.
so I'm not sure what you're looking for. Can we please stop calling property destruction violence and stories about protests? Words are our job, and that is not what that word means. Okay. Violence. The exercise of physical force so as to inflict injury on or cause damage to. Wait, I got an idea. Bear with me here. Not the definition, huh? Right, okay. Violence. The exercise of physical force as to inflict injury on or cause damage to persons or property, action, or conduct characterized by this. Treatment or usage tending to cause bodily injury or forcibly interfering with personal freedom. Oxford English Dictionary. Get
Walkie slash.
fucked, Aaron. If you're Irish and you complain about Britain or race and culture, but can't even speak the language / don't know
Walkie slash.
about Ireland before 1910, then just shut your cake hole. Nobody cares.
You know, them being Irish and not being able to speak the language or not knowing
Walkie slash.
about Ireland before 1910 is actually a direct result of Britain erasing culture. You goddamn vitamin D deficient circus clown. Get some sun.
Say it with me, kids. Say, Waluigi hates SJWs? What? Words are not oppressive. It's your choice to be offended by them and give them power. Stop being a pussy. And you gotta acknowledge the history of them, Italy. I mean, some words are taken and the histories, like, the meaning's like twisted and perverted into something different, but it doesn't. Still gotta acknowledge the etymology? Is that language? You gotta acknowledge the etymology of it all. Oh yeah, let's listen to the guy pretending to be Waluigi on the internet. These seem to clearly be rational and smart, much like I know Waluigi to be. Yeah. Me having a Waluigi themed account clearly negates my ability to have a valid opinion. Okay. Oh, man. You shouldn't let his words have the power to upset you, Waluigi. Oh, what do you say? Oh, wah! Is that you? Oh.
Prince Andrew says the Queen described the
Passing of the Duke of Edinburgh. I don't know how to say it. Everyone's gonna flame me in the comments. Everyone's gonna kill me in the comments because I don't know how to say it. As having left a huge void in her life, and says the royal family is rallying around to make sure that we're here to support her. Oh, it's the FBI. Oh, I know exactly what this is. Come on, I gotta skip it. I don't want to make jokes about that. That's dark and disturbing.
2P2 thread inspired me to pay homage to A. Weiss today.
Man, that must have been tough to find 3 girls shorter than you are. That. Ooh. Damn. You know who I want to focus in on? I want to know the story about this guy, Dadbod, the back left, chatting up one of the 2 pink-wearing twins. What's his life going on like? Who's this guy? Because look at her face. She's smiling. She's interested. Is he putting on the moves? Dad pulls. You know, this seems a little regressive. Slavery is a part of human history, and we're actually slaves right now. Oh, you're a slave, huh? You're being forced to do labor you would not otherwise choose to do with 0 payment. You're getting beaten, starved, raped, relocated, and dehumanized. What the
Walkie slash.
you doing on Reddit then, my dude? A slave wouldn't have access to the
Walkie slash.
internet. You're not a slave, you are a melodramatic prima donna. And the audacity of your caucasity is showing strong, so I recommend you take your downvotes, you go sit in the corner and let the adults speak.
So, you're not gonna take time and care in picking your wedding ring then? You'd be happy to just wear whatever for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I'm with the love of my life. Such a thing doesn't matter. I have a whole human to myself, let alone a ring. Your mentality is shallow, ungrateful, and frankly stuck up. You let society and materialism render your mentality backwards. I feel bad for your future spouse. Anglesey today viewing a house. It's always sunny there for me, and there's a piece of my heart there. Now, I love Anglesey, but find the North Wales people ignorant, especially when they find out you're English and they start speaking to Welsh. This infuriated me.
So you're offended that people speak their first language in their own country? Bigotry at its worst, buddy.
Now, how's this not satire?
Now, I bought a lot of wood in my day.
I have never had a cashier at any hardware store or lumberyard put a board in a bag, ever. What's worse is most have self-checkout now, so I'm assuming he bagged his own wood. And is it awful that I just thought maybe if his dad bagged his wood, we wouldn't have to deal with him? Guys, I'm trying to check out. I bought a piece of lumber to do some construction work, because I'm a man. That's what I do. This is what Donkey would have looked like if he had drank the human potion instead of Shrek. Hell yeah. Nice. You look like the 2 guys from 21 Jump Street mixed into one.
The merged. It was a super fusion. You're actually right on the money, Ryan Lee Stewart. Oh.
The worst kind of messages come right from the Xbox Live chat. It must have been a sad day when you slithered out of the abortion bucket. He was the blob. It creeps and sneaks and climbs. Just for anyone wondering, the breed of the cat is actually Adam Driver. Oh, thank you, I was wondering. Looks just like him. No, not the legal eagle. You look like one of those advisor NPCs in a city building game. Oh, come on. He looks like he does your entertainment section. He opens up the movie theaters and runs them for you for a price. How are you not the asshole here? Oh, is this a r/am I the asshole? A little bit of AITA? You're slut shaming your adult daughter for sleeping with one guy. If you were any simpler, your husband would have to water you twice a Oven roast a couple of potatoes. I got a whole dinner here with how roasted you just got, my friend. That's the joke I want to say, just not how I want to say it. Bear with me here. Let me brain function. You know, if we just threw in a couple of potatoes, we'd have a whole roast. There we go. That's the joke. Animals be 20 minutes old and already know what to do. Meanwhile, human babies come out with a spot on their head that ain't finished yet. And the communication skills of an alarm clock. Imagine if when babies cried, they were the iPhone alarm. Hey boy, are you an Amazon package? Haha. Cause you came so fast, I'm worried that something screwed up's happening behind the scenes. No, I just don't got a lot of stamina. You are despicable. You publicly posted a photo of your son sobbing because he's been removed from his friends and teachers that he cares for and who care for him just to justify your own agenda and pathetic desire for likes and validation. I don't know if you're uninformed, ignorant, or just a narcissist. My vote's on all three. You're severely doing wrong by your son and other children he comes into contact with by dismissing medical science and being an anti-vax ankle. And by ankle, I mean 3 feet lower than a cunt. Damn. Whew. I'm gonna fan myself off. I started sweating reading that one. Oh my God. Your son deserves better. You give the title of mother a bad name. Damn. I have 2 employees that usually leave work at 6 p.m. They're good, but I don't like that their commitment lasts for work hours only. What should I do as a CEO? Actually, what you should do is you should copy and paste this complaint into a table in Microsoft Word 2007. Print it double-sided in landscape mode, fold it in half 8 times, soak it in olive oil, and shove it up your ass. We don't owe you anything after our work hours. You'll be a CEO in not too long. If you don't have any friends, you're not introverted, you're a problem. If you think being an extrovert gives you the right to bash introverts for not having friends, then you're not an extrovert, you're an astrovert, and you're gonna meet my fisttrovert. These hands are extroverted, baby. My only talent is breathing. I said this to my mom and she just said, "You have asthma, moron." You're right, it's not even my talent. George Carlin said, "Think of how stupid the average person is and realize half of them are stupider than that." What real-life examples have you seen that validates this view? There is a considerable overlap between the intelligence of the smartest bears and dumbest tourists. Yosemite Park Ranger on why it's hard to design a bear-proof garbage can. Because even the smartest bears understand that tourists will leave things on the ground anyway. Must be nice having a brain so smooth it just rolls around in your head like a ball bearing. Your brain looks like a ball of dough, freshly kneaded. Oh no, man. Mark Wahlberg looks like he's about to yell and he needs more pictures of Spider-Man and starts singing "I Want to Break Free." How can you look so intimidating but so passionate in the same photo? What did you do, Marky Mark? Marky Mark and the Pucker Bunch, because I want to give him a kiss. This guy goes into the liquor store and asks the cashier for ID. I feel like in another life, Review Bra was the guy that gas stations hire to test new cashiers, safety card people that look young. Since the universe has no center, you can't be it. We'll see about that, Neil. We'll see about that. Air conditioning is unhealthy, bad, miserable, and sexist. I can't explain how many times I've gotten sick over the summer because of overzealous AC in offices. The majority of men in business settings are wearing multiple layers of clothes to conform to dress code. Put on a goddamn cardigan and stop making me ashamed to share a chromosome with you. I get the sentiment, but you're actually not sharing a chromosome. You have your own. Shotguns do not belong in video games. I cannot think of one game/one shotgun that was skillful but most importantly fun to use. It is a weapon put in games for the sole purpose of catering to cowards. Is this person serious? He's a professional Call of Duty player. That's like being a special ed student of esports. That's like being the last picked in dodgeball. You don't bring much to the table. It's just kind of all you were left. It was either him or the Darwin Project player, and honestly, that's it's a dying game. I'm not sure if he knows how to socialize. Dude looks like he sells crack on the moon. Hashtag Pepsi halftime. And what about it? Personally, I get all my crack from the moon. Lunar rock. My dude's built like Crash Bandicoot. Can I get a whoa? Why does DJ Khaled look like a Adam Sandler reskin in this photo? He went from we to best to we depressed. No, the pic on the right looks like he's a typical Miami neighbor who doesn't speak one word of English, but is a great mechanic. And that's my favorite. Ain't gotta say nothing. He already knows what's wrong with your car. Already knows. Pay him well. He deserved it. You know, I'm glad the husband's bald. He doesn't deserve hair. Damn. All right, say it with your whole chest, I guess. I think that's called desperate, not bisexual. No. See, bisexuality is that I would have sex with men or women. Desperation would be if I had sex with you. Just, we're confused here. Sorry. Well, this happened to me as a guy. She was on my bed and looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "People tell me I give great blowjobs." And I looked at her straight-faced and said, "Nice. Good for you." She had the most disappointed face I've ever seen a woman have. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. If your dick was as thick as your head, she missed out on a huge opportunity. I don't know what that voice was. It wasn't any sort of, I don't know. I know it was for sure not an Australian accent. Most of the MK and D-League team is chock full of down unders. So I'm sure that they will kill me, the chance they get. Overheard one kid at the Mall of America tell his friends he had to get his wisdom teeth out, and his friend says, "Why? Gotta make room for more dicks?" Wow. Whoa. You're an asshole. Holy crap. What? That's so mean. That's so Wow, insults have really come a long way since I was a kid. That was one small step for me and one giant leap for insult kind. The Olsen twins look like one of them knows how you die, and the other knows when you die. Don't ask him. Don't ask him. Why am I even cooking? The only thing I bring to the dinner table is dishonor to my family. Don't tell me that, Sally. I bet you make a great, I don't know, whatever you're making. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's gonna be delicious, maybe. Probably. I don't know. I have never been so visibly disrespected in all my life. Using creativity for good, not evil. My chest does not look like E.T. When you're meeting the Avengers today and Stan Lee tomorrow, I love how Captain America has the whole outfit on and Chris Pratt looks like a poor single dad that's been through 4 divorces. I mean, close enough. Star-Lord? No, a beer man. V canceled E3 because they know some unhygienic gamers would have been in there smelling like spoiled deli meat, and Corona would have evolved into the T-virus in that environment. Smart move. Gamer zombies are the worst kind. Because they get excited about it and they go, "I've seen this before." Apple announces its first new laptop with its own chip instead of Intel's. Oh, Jesus. Ellen looks like shit. Elon Musk is what happens when the ghost of a 14-year-old who died in 2011 and the ghost of a 19th century oil baron try to possess the same body. They're still fighting to this day. Oh, this is really good. Keep it up. Don't use emojis on Reddit, please. They bring down the intellectual tone of the conversation down several notches. 1,000 people told you to die. Oh my god, that is an emoticon, you warm toilet seat. Hey look, he's gonna steal that insult. He looks like God's first draft of Chris Evans. How dare you do, who is this? Is this Bob Odenkirk? I don't even know who that is. In Joker, Arthur suffers from a condition that causes him to laugh loudly and uncontrollably, even when things are not funny. When he tries to do stand-up, he has difficulty finishing a joke due to laughing too hard. This is a reference to Jimmy Fallon, who the character is based on. It's true. EA has copy and pasted FIFA on Switch for 2 years. So we copy and pasted our review from last year, but lowered the score, naturally. A painful 2. If last year's release was borderline insulting, this year's is just plain disgraceful. Dudes be so ugly and be in my DMs like, "Sir, please, you're making my eyes hurt. Bye." Yeah, keep talking. Disgraceful conduct, sir. I challenge you to a handball match for this lady's honor. Meet me at her forehead. When the sun sits at the forehead, the guns are drawn. This couple went to the gym together for 6 months. Yo, did the guy wait outside? He did get a little, it looks like he got a little bit bigger, didn't he? Just his beard grew some more. Yo, look, he looks like the germ from the Mucinex commercials. I love your commercials, dude. My father says I look like a goat. Is it true? Okay, send us your picture and let's compare. Oh. You didn't have to do him so diabolically. She looks like the type of lady that acts all sweet, but then after she gets criticism, she goes home and microwaves her hamster. Hamster hell. She goes to the Petco and all the hamsters get terrified. My dude really asked me to rate his fit. Hey bro, rate my fit 1 out of 10. Dude, you look like the coat hanger. Oh. That's his anime villain backstory. Oh my god, I love Harry! His British accent is so cute. Wait, that red thing is called Harry? Oh, I made that red thing's a member of the royal family. Bit stupid, aren't ya? Do you know the Beatles? Man, I know kiddie pool's deeper than her. She has the personality of an acai bowl. Or is it an acai bowl? Oh no, it's a dumb word. Gamma from Mars? You look like the human version of Mark Zuckerberg, which is a compliment. He was the youngest millionaire, or something like that. Nice. Oh, I've seen this one. I've read this one before. This guy looks like a berserkered out Drake Bell, or Jimmy Neutron with maxed out stats. He looks like everyone's first attempt at drawing Keanu Reeves. Almost there, but needs some changes, huh? I was working in a movie theater in France. A customer started an argument with my manager, who was a highly functional alcoholic and did not give a damn about pleasing Karens. She stupidly went, "The customer is king," to which he replied, "We're in France. We decapitate kings. Get in." The hardest I've ever been owned in my life was when I was 21 in Barnes & Noble, and a teenager asked me where the manga section was, or manga. I don't care. I don't read them. I don't read manga. I told them, but also said, I don't work here. They looked me dead in the eye and said, I know, you just look like someone who would know. Oh, how dare. That's where I would unironically say, how dare you? Man, unbelievable. Mark Zuckerberg's dead eyes, Steve Jobs' black turtlenecks, voice of Megatron. Seems legit. They've cloned her. She is like, oh my god. Those eyes are so, they look like something I'd get jump scared with. She looks like she is one of the infected out of like Resident Evil 7. Like she just saw Evelyn's gift. She looks like she saw the Bird Box monster. Guys in college really be dating high schoolers. Like, classic post. Charlie looks like the guy who would greet random strangers with namaste. Hey, who knows? That's a better critical joke than the one about Keanu Reeves, I think. That one gets some points. This guy's nose looks like a woman twerking. Is that a shoe above him? Is he getting stepped on? His nose does look like that, don't get me wrong, but what's going on above his head? There's a shoe up there for sure.
I've been having trouble breathing lately, and my doctor told me to get tested for this kung flu. Luckily, I still have my oxygen tank from my cancer treatments to keep me going. I don't need to hear what the liberal doctors say. God will keep me healthy.
Hey, shouldn't she be harassing Mike Wazowski about his paperwork? I think so. I don't know why she's on Twitter on the job. Dude, enough with the WFH sweatpants. Dress like the adult you're getting paid to be. Yeah, I'm not taking fashion advice from a guy who looks like he runs the bumper boats at a segregation-themed amusement park. I'm good. You're basically the only person in the store not wearing a mask? Oh. Yes, and even though Miss Piggy is merely a puppet made of both cloth and wire mostly, she still has more brains. Interesting. Lil Pump slams Eminem on Instagram as lame as hell. Damn, he got slammed. But at least Eminem doesn't bear a resemblance to a vandalized pineapple. He's got you there, Pump. Ellen DeGeneres is the human equivalent of fake pockets on pants. Don't even get me started on fake pockets. I'll fight you if my pockets got fake pants. Wait. Oh god, I'm stupid. No, Lee, cut that out. Leave it in. That was natural. Damn, bro. You look like you used to be a Greek god, and now you look like you listen to podcasts. Oh, I actually liked his nose beforehand, too. Oh, well. If it makes him happy, it makes him happy. Ariana Grande looks like a Disney princess using her one wish to her fairy godmother to ask for the world's biggest can of Monster Energy drink. And she got her wish. Some people have resting bitch face. Adam Driver has resting, professor of theology listening to his students present a report on religious symbolism in medieval art that they copied off of Wikipedia face. He knows exactly what you're talking about because he's seen the article. Well, I'm never wearing this top again. Yeah, it makes you look like Helena Bonham Carter as the Queen of Hearts. Sorry.
You will address me by my husband's rank.
Oh, will I? I don't know ranks offhand because I'm a normal person, Mrs. Two Red Chevrons. Well, it resembles both the Navy and Coast Guard Petty Officer Second Class, but it isn't either. Alright, got it. I'll refer to her as Petty and Second Class. Thank you.
Justin Bieber looks like he's posing for a success story with the executive director of a rehab for the brochure they give the new patients. And this right here is Justin. He was addicted to clout.
Oh, back-to-back Biebs. Bieber looks like a roofer that disappears on payday if you give him his check. He's got kids to feed. The skin on the palm of your hand does not have the ability to grow hair. What part of your body do you wish had this type of skin? Between my eyebrows. Oh, I'm guessing that S isn't needed then? Oh. He got roasted by pee-pee on my doo-doo. Average Intel enjoyer. Average AMD enjoyer. Man, this dude is ugly as hell. No, actually, he's so good looking that he went over the 10 scale and restarted at 1. Damn. All right, I'll bite. What do I do for a living? Oh, I don't know. It looks like you work as the butler in a haunted mansion and put your little hand in the mashed potatoes.
Grab the hand!
I love Scary Movie. Wendy Williams is for women who were bullies in high school and now they spam their pyramid schemes on Facebook. Just thought you should know that's her prime demographic. Loserfruit looks like your friend's girlfriend who's actually really bad at soccer, but you don't really tell her because she's sensitive. Oh, Loserfruit. Only good at Fortnite, huh? Only soccer you're good at's the one at Pleasant Park. Insurance adjuster be like, 1150 is the best I could do. Not anymore. They had 30 copies of Fallout 76 before the looting started. After the dust settled, they had 40. Is that 29 little hacks that could save your life? Yeah, is that a Game Boy cartridge case? No. This is actually a legitimate life hack because keeping a condom in your wallet is bad news. The friction from it being in your pocket or jostled around wears down the latex and can cause it to tear. If you keep one on you in a Game Boy cart case, that won't be an issue because no one will have sex with you. So, I think this is a life hack. Yo, sorry emo girls, but Andy Biersack isn't that hot. He looks like if Sheldon had an emo phase. Smart as hell, but also very emotional. There's catfishing, and then there's whatever the hell this is. Wow, what a weird way to announce to the world that you've never had a girl sleep over. Interesting. That one black person you can play as in a 1998 to 2005 snowboarding game. Oh man, I can't even say nothing. It looks just like it too. The hair right down to like the outfit. Oh man, favorite character though. I will personally organize a local militia if I'm forced to stay in my damn house any longer. Dude, shut up. You couldn't organize a hunger strike at a fashion show. Trying to talk tough. And we lost mainly because I'm trash, lol. No. You're not trash, you're recycling. Because, well, trash can be disposed, but we're stuck with you. I feel like Adam Levine just went to a tattoo artist and said, made me look like a tattooed guy. I don't know, he looks more like a bathroom wall at a gas station to me. Right down to the carving and mysterious liquid. Which type of tattoo makes you cringe the most? Literally anyone that has 2 small tattoos and is constantly posting about how discriminated against people with tattoos are and how pathetic all the Karens of the world are for being offended by tattoos. Like, calm down, Becky. No one has ever said anything actually rude to you about your 3-inch faith tattoo, written in such swirly cursive that it could be a roller coaster at My Whole Identity is Victimhood Island. Alright, so me and my sleeves will go somewhere else. Ellen DeGeneres' brother defends talk show host for supporting Kevin Hart. Wow, I've never seen a family with a stronger PE teacher gene. Nah, neither have I. Vanilla Ice is having a 4th of July weekend concert, despite coronavirus. And hey, look, honestly, we should be fine, because we're still allowed to gather in groups up to 10. If you're wondering how people are going to show up to a Vanilla Ice concert, it's less than that. Unexpected item in bagging area. It's not unexpected, you digital freak. You literally just told me what it is. It's right there on the screen. I did the wavy wave, you did the bleepy bleep, up until the point where you decided to have an electronic stroke. Things were going exactly according to plan. What you mean is that you haven't been programmed right. Don't go putting this on me like I've somehow gone out of my way to surprise you. I've got places to be, man. I can't be playing hide the actual salami with the Terminator's younger cousin. Oh, and now you've sent for backup. Well done. Now I have to deal with a human person who thinks I'm either an imbecile or a thief for not being able to work what's effectively a bathroom scale with delusions of grandeur for the 4th time. Elon Musk's mom on raising successful kids. I didn't treat them like babies or scold them. Oh no, man. They'll look like they're about to unhinge their jaws and swallow a marsupial. Get out of there, Elon. Jennifer Lopez says men are useless until they turn 33. By all means, let's give a damn about relationship advice from a woman that collects engagement rings like she's Thanos. 1 to go. I know you ain't showing me Nikocado avocado. I feel like Nick is the human embodiment of the voice in your head that tells you to crash your car while you're driving. Oh, he absolutely is. He's worse than that. Yeezy slides. I won't wear these shit that can make me walk. Duh. Oh. Come on. You shot my dog. Prepare yourself, I'm bringing the pencil. Oh, he's not the wick. He's the entire candle. Not even scented. People from Wyoming are in my mentions insulting me for dissing their state yesterday, and I'm just imagining them furiously riding a horse to a McDonald's in Utah just so they can get Wi-Fi and tweet at me. Stay mad, Amish people. These dudes come up to you and tell you to empty out your pockets. What are you doing? I'm gonna throw a Xanax on the floor and watch them fight over it. Hey. Whoever the winner, I'm betting the one on the far left is gonna come out victorious. The other two don't got enough meat on their bones. Yo, he looks like Ed Sheeran with steroids. No one will stop him from making music now. Fake Jake, huh? Jake looks like the way Brits would look if they weren't British. I mean, I don't know what that means. How do you not look British? Do I look British? If I said Tuesday, would you believe I'm from Britain? I don't know. He looks like he's been punched in both eyes, but he forgot to bruise. And you know what? I think that's a benefit. Them forgetting to bruise so he doesn't deal with no bruised eyes. Hey, win some, you lose some. His eyes may be dented in like I crushed a can too hard, but at least it's not purple. Dude looks like, why is this also wait, both of these last two posts were courtesy of MSNBC. Are they just like, is it the peanut gallery on there? Dude looks like a melted candle. Is it scented? That's my first question. Second question, what is the scent if it is? Sweat? This guy's posture reminds me of a half broken down cardboard box. You don't have to do him dirty like that. This is just a man. This is just a man, and you've done him so dirty. So unbelievably dirty. Half of what you say sounds like it comes from the fucking Cards Against Humanity card. I ain't got no jokes for that. Some of these rare insults aren't even rare insults, they're just like playing ad libs with the English language. They're like, let's pick give me a swear word, give me a pop culture reference, and now give me a vegetable to compare them to. That is my rare insult. Jake Paul's music career gives me hope that me, a 14-year-old kid, can become rich through music with absolutely no skill. Well, Jake did a lot more before music, but if you think you can do it through there's plenty of musicians who have no talent. For example, this might be controversial. I don't think that the Bikini Bottom band was all that good. And look at them, they played the Super Bowl. So I'm saying anything's possible. T, I bet you sleep standing up or something creepy like that. Yeah, I do. What are you gonna do about it, Yuka? You know what I do to Yuka? I eat it with some wakaina, all right? Magnus Carlsen names his 3 favorite opponents. But why does this guy look like he's about to give a TED talk about cybersecurity? How is that even an insult? Wait, if he knows a lot about cybersecurity, wouldn't that be a good thing? Wouldn't he be an asset? You gotta work on your insult game, Mr. Random Knees. Random These Nuts. You're literally my dad. Yeah. Sorry about the adoption thing. You looked odd, so I figured the blind couple down the road would appreciate you more than me, you know. They can't see you, but they can hear and generally observe your presence through smell, taste, and sound. And I thought they would appreciate that, you know? And I say taste because you have a palatable odor about you. Like, you know when you can like smell garlic in the air and you can almost taste it? That's you as a human being. What a sad life you must live that any bit of surrealism, abstraction, or symbolism has you grossed out. I bet you eat raw oats and get off the diagrams. And what about it? The British accent sounds like doctor's handwriting. Oh no, I believe you're thinking of the thick Scottish accent, which is my favorite accent to listen to, actually. Hey, she's the type of person to stand out in the sun to dry her sweat. She lets it evaporate, fellas. Isn't that weird? You rockin' with evaporation? Yana Maru is 28. They, them, polyam, down to earth, easy to get along with. Love horror movies / true crime, adventures, cats and reptiles. I'm an artist, musician, intersexual feminist, mental health advocate, love DIY shows, hanging with friends, long talks, and getting boba. Down to earth. The earth would spit her out if she was buried. Well, why? What about their bio did you not like? Was it the boba? I like boba, man. It's fattening, but it doesn't stop me. I'll get the giant boba. I'll get a vanilla boba with some honey boba, some popping mango and strawberry boba, and some grass jelly. Try that sometime. Wait, not grass jelly, rainbow jelly. I'm sorry, rainbow jelly. You know, becoming an electrician is the only way you can light up someone else's life. I'd rather be in the dark, to be perfectly honest. He looks like if Gordon Ramsay ran a show called Expert Cook instead of Master Chef. But cranky old Joe is still a co-host. Joe who? You know. Sia is the answer to, what if Lady Gaga was one of those quirky boomer moms sharing Minion memes on Facebook? I don't know much about Sia other than she made the song Titanium and got in trouble for a movie. That's all I know. I have no opinion on her. I think she's a bit silly, a bit weird and a bit dumb, maybe even a bit wacky. Do you fancy having sex with me this evening? Who approaches someone like that? Good day, chap. Do you fancy having sex with me this evening? Getting that good old intercourse going on. You get down, take your trousers off, put your baker's cap on the doorstep, and maybe be jimmying around. Oi, bruv. Oi, bruv, trousers off now. We're gonna have a shag in the back of the alley. No, this voice. I would rather be in labor for the rest of my life. I would too if I read that voice. Why do all these bloody birds have to tweet in the morning? Come on, man, it's 11 a.m. I'm trying to sleep. Go sing your mating call somewhere else, you thirsty feathered fucks. Oh, you know, don't rain on the, don't be a bird blocker. Let him do the thing. You know what I mean? Just let him have at it. This. That lady looks like she has the Snapchat baby filter permanently. Her face is like a little too smooth. Like her face looks like when she doesn't get nothing sticks to her face. It slides right off, which I mean, you know, pretty cool. But you're in paternity court and for what? He is that type of guy that'll flex their stuff in a video game and lose to a player that has level 2 starter characters, AKA every sweaty guy in Fortnite pubs. Every time I play Fortnite, there's some dude who has played creative for 4 hours in a row, just sweating like his keyboard has got to be waterproof because there's so much sweat pouring from every orifice of this man's face. Every pore, every hole, there's sweat coming out of it. And he cranks up all the way to the sky, and I do just, 1, 2, 3 pickaxe hits, and they fall down, and they die, and they watch, wondering how I could have killed them when they just needed to slow down. Anyway, that's an entire tangent to tell you I play Fortnite. I'm pretty good at it too, so watch out. I like how the husband has Wi-Fi on his head. Hey, what's the password, Randy? It's getting spicy in the Rare Insults subreddit. I don't know what Lumi is replying to, but it is aggressive. Bash his nuts in with a flaming 12-pound sledgehammer forged by skimpy female dwarf blacksmith. I want to read that again, but in a different accent. Crush his nuts in with a flaming 12-pound sledgehammer forged by skimpy female dwarf blacksmith. Now I feel like that was appropriate to read. I got a big crush, you know what I mean? This dude looks like the human form of almond milk, and not even the sweetened kind. Jake Paul's gonna lose to Ben Askren. No one likes Jake. He's the type of guy to punch his reflection because it looked at him funny. And now he has a broken mirror, bloody hand, and can't see his reflection no more, at least. This is what people in the 50s thought hair of the future would look like. I can't even get a good look. She's got like a middle part and then like a mohawk going down the middle, but still has like long hair on the sides. It's like a creative, this is like an RPG character, but on a talk show. Maybe the reason only 1% can reach level 3 is because 99% of people would rather look at water evaporating than play these games. Just, have you ever thought about that? Oh, only 1% can reach level 3? Well, there's only 1% of the people that watch these ads actually playing. I would rather you kick me in the balls than play your crappy mobile game. Speaking of that, I want to do a video on mobile game ads, because there have been a ton of weird ads I've seen on Twitter. One that pops up most frequent is this like zombie apocalypse mobile game, but the ad is the guy is in an elevator with 2 ladies and he smacks one of the ladies' asses and then blames it on the other girl. Super weird. Why all the women in the audience acting like the Megan Fox? Half them look like gargoyles. Gargoyles. The Powerpuff Gargoyles. Jobby looks like he wakes up in the morning and says, "Good morning, Daddy," to himself here. That's king behavior. This guy's brain is just filler so his skull won't collapse. Yeah, it's the laugh of someone who doesn't have a thought in his head. Not one synapse in his brain is firing. Not a one. This dude is literally 69% legs, 30% arms, shoulders, and 1% head. I don't know what he's doing in there, but being a robot is not good. He's not one of the things he's doing. He's not very good at it. The irony is that this is actually pretty audibly enjoyable when it's just a parody for shits and giggles. While Rice Gums makes you want to disembowel my inner ears. I just want to rip out my eardrum, reach into my ear canal, and just gouge out my cerebellum. Just pluck it out. Just take it out. Nusret saying, wow, hashtag Salt Bay, hashtag Salt Life, hashtag Salt. You're an inspiration for birth control, Nusret. Thank you. Thank you for being a continual poster boy for Plan B. You may say Intel CPUs are bad, but the fire alarm thinks they're fire. Man, that was a stupid comment. I have an Intel CPU. What do you mean that my fire alarm thinks they're fire? I've never heard a complaint. Take you and your multi-core AMD CPU elsewhere, good sir. I'm gonna build my next PC with a Ryzen anyway, so I don't know why I'm hating. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to subscribe. And until next time, my name is Damien. You've been watching D-Lee, and I'll see you next time.